Greetings and salutations, BookTube. My name is Ariel, and welcome to the Rapid Fire Book Tag. So, I know I've been trying to do... Why are there always cats that get in my face? So, I know I've been trying to do book tags more often, more stuff more often, and I guess you guys want to meet Albert, or his name is Prince Albert, actually. This is Prince Albert. He's being annoying today. But anyways, I'm trying to do more book tags and get more content onto my channel, and so I thought I'd do the I've been wanting to do the rapid fire book tag for a while, so I will be getting started with that. First one, ebook or physical book? I would have to go with physical book because it doesn't stress me out to look at the screen all the time, and so yeah, I have a lot of e-arcs, and I just haven't read them because I just can't focus on my Kindle too well, so. Paperback or hardback? I would have to go with hardback on this one because there are so many pretty designs on the hardbacks, and when you get the paperbacks, it's just you're afraid to ruin the cover as you read it. I'm afraid of ruining the cover when I read it. Online shopping or in-store shopping? I would have to say online shopping because I never usually get my books from a physical place, though I would like to, but it usually is cheaper when you get them online. And so, let's take a look at Albert real quick. So, it's just cheaper to get them online and you get a lot more discounts. Trilogies or series? I would say this one's kind of hard because I like trilogies, but I also like series. I guess I would have to go with the series because sometimes you can't get enough with just 3 books. Heroes or villains? I typically go for the heroes because the heroes just work well for me. I don't know. I can't give you a simple answer to that. I just like heroes more. A book you want everyone to read? I would have to go with Caraval by Stephanie Garber for this one because I really enjoyed it. It was slow at the beginning and I wish it was a little bit faster, but eventually there was a twist at the end, more coming towards the middle of it that caught me by surprise, and I just kept on reading till the end of it. Recommend an underrated book? For this one, I would have to go with the Mediator series because it's not just one book, it's a series of books. I couldn't choose. I decided on that because Mediator series is one of those books that got me through high school, and it was an easy paranormal read that it just continued on. The last book you finished? The last book I finished physically is The Devils and Thieves by Jennifer Rush, but the last book that I finished as an audiobook was An Enchantment of Ravens, and I forgot her name, but yeah, I finished that. Last book you bought? I think the last book that I bought was A Language of Thorns by Leigh Bardugo. Yeah. That one was just a bit hard to remember because I don't remember it very well. Weirdest thing you used as a bookmark? Candy wrappers? When I can't find anything, I would use typically candy wrappers. I think I've used the Band-Aid ones. I don't remember. Used books, yes or no? Yes, because you may never know what you might find. Even if the cover is just a little bent, it could possibly be new, and so yes. Top 3 favorite genres? Well, obviously I read YA, but from those genres I would pick fantasy, sci-fi, and paranormal. Borrow or buy? Most of the time right now I am borrowing, but I typically like to buy. Characters or plot? I would have to say both, otherwise I can't read the story very well. Sometimes the characters make me angry, sometimes the plot makes me angry, but that all depends on how good both of them are. Long books or short books? I would basically have to say long books, because short books, they're short, but they tend to want you leaving more, and this cat is just rolling all over me. Long chapters or short chapters? I would have to go with short chapters on this because there is so much that you want to describe in a long chapter, but sometimes short chapters help because it can get you to narrow down little bits of the story so much instead of going on and on about a certain thing. Name the first 3 books that you can think of. Six of Crows, Zenith, and what else did I have? The Magicians. Books that make you laugh or make you cry? I would have to go with books that make me laugh more because I don't want to cry in the middle of a story after like some character had died or something, or just something really bad happened. I'd rather laugh because I want to fully enjoy the book, but instead of crying because some character died and throwing the book across the room. Our world or fictional? Fictional world, depending on which world it is, because so many can change, and as long as I'm not stuck in the plot of the story with some people. So, yeah. Audiobooks, yes or no? Yes, because I have been able to get almost through 2 books trying to do chores, and if I didn't have time to physically read a book in front of me, I would listen to an audiobook instead. Do you ever judge a book by its cover? I typically judge a book by its cover, but I like to read the synopsis just in case I don't feel comfortable with a book. So I really love covers because it depends on who people make them, or who did a wonderful work on them. A movie or a TV show you prefer to its book? I would have to go with a bit of the Hunger Games for this, even though there's a few things that I didn't like that was in the movies, but I also like perspectives that weren't even shown since the book is pretty much written in the point of view of Katniss. So, when the first game maker was given those berries, and that wasn't even written in the book, but I found it interesting because it gave a different perspective of what was going on in the games outside of what Katniss had seen. That and what was going on behind the scenes of the games. Series or standalones? That depends on what the story is about, to be honest. I like standalones like Eliza and her monsters and Geekerella for the fact that they just stand out on their own, and series, it takes some time to actually tell some of the stories and other things that go on in them. So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this rapid fire book tag. I have a kitten on my lap. I got up a few moments ago, but I have a sleepy kitten on my lap, so I'll probably show you him in a different point of view. And I will see you guys in the next video. Look at how cute he is. Hi, Prince Albert. You're just so cute today. Yeah. Pretty kitty. Yeah. Hi. Look at those green eyes.